Hey guys, looking for great 2D fighting games for your Nintendo Switch? Then you're in the right place. We'll start the list with Samurai Shodown, known in Japan as Samurai Spirits, a fighting game series developed by Sank Fur. Famous for being one of the first in the genre to focus on melee combat, the series, which began in 1993, is set in 18th century Japan during the Sakoku period. Samurai Shodown stands out for its tactical and punishing approach, where each hit has weight and consequences. Unlike other fighting games with long combos, the emphasis here is on reading the opponent, attack timing, and resource management. Each character has a unique fighting style, with distinct weapons and stances, encouraging tactical diversity. The cast varies between games, but maintains a balance between historical figures and original creations. Capcom Fighting Collection is a fighting game compilation released by Capcom in celebration of the 35th anniversary of the Street Fighter series. Designed to appeal to both nostalgic fans and new players, it offers a combination of fidelity to the original games and modern improvements. All 10 games have online multiplayer support with rollback netcode, allowing for smooth and stable matches against players worldwide. A training mode has been added to all games, allowing players of all levels to practice combos, experiment with characters, and hone their skills. Capcom Fighting Collection is an excellent way to revisit classic Capcom fighting games, with modern features that make the experience more accessible and enjoyable for both veterans and new players. The inclusion of all 5 games in the Darkstalkers series and the debut of Red Earth on the Switch are special highlights for fans. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics is a compilation of classic fighting games developed and published by Capcom in collaboration with Marvel Games. Released in 2024, it brings together 7 arcade titles based on Marvel Comics and Capcom characters, originally released between 1993 and 2000. The compilation celebrates the legendary Marvel vs. Capcom crossover fighting game series, combining iconic Marvel comic book characters like Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Hulk, with Capcom heroes and villains like Ryu, Chun-Li, and Morrigan. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics is an essential collection for fighting game fans and those who want to relive the nostalgia of classic arcade games. The collection offers an authentic arcade experience, with modern features that enhance online gameplay and accessibility for players of all levels. Melty Blood, type Lumina, is the fifth installment in the 2D fighting game series Melty Blood, based on Type Moon's visual novel, Tsukihime. Released on September 29, 2021, the game brings a new experience to the franchise, with new scenarios and characters, as well as an improved combat system. Type Lumina is a reinvention of the Melty Blood series, based on the new version of Tsukihime, a piece of blue glass moon. The game features a modernized high-definition look, with improved animations and a rebalanced combat system. The combat system in Type Lumina is a mix of classic series elements with new mechanics. The game retains iconic Melty Blood features like Blood Heat and Arc Drive, but introduces new mechanics like Rapid Beat, which allows for automatic combos with repeated button presses. The Moon skill allows powerful techniques to be unleashed with simple inputs, making the game accessible to beginners. BlazBlue Central Fiction is a 2D fighting game developed and published by Arc System Works, released in 2017. It represents the final chapter of the Azure saga of the BlazBlue franchise, revealing the truth behind the game's world. The game is known for its vibrant graphics, striking anime style, and deep and complex fighting system. Central Fiction features a cast of 35 unique characters, inspired by anime, each with their own fighting styles and refined mechanics. All 28 fighters from BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma Extend return, with significant additions to the cast. The fighting system is known for its complexity, requiring skill and strategy to master. The game includes a comprehensive tutorial mode to help new players learn the basic and advanced mechanics. On the Nintendo Switch, the game maintains visual quality in both portable and TV modes. For 2025 for Nintendo Switch, Guilty Gear Strive is the latest title in the acclaimed Guilty Gear fighting game series, developed by Arc System Works. It maintains the series' reputation for its hybrid 2D and 3D graphics, unique art style, and frenetic and rewarding gameplay, while introducing new and refined mechanics to make it more accessible to new players without sacrificing the strategic depth the series is known for. Strive simplified some of the more complex mechanics from previous games, such as Gatlings, predefined combinations of normal attacks, making it easier for newcomers to learn the fundamentals. However, there are still a large number of nuances and advanced techniques for experienced players to explore. The game emphasizes neutral combat, foot size, distance and positioning play, and quick decision-making, compared to the reliance on long and complex combos seen in some previous titles. The King of Fighters 2002, KOF 2002, is a 2002 fighting game developed by Eolith and published by SNK. It's the 9th game in the popular The King of Fighters series, notable for its return to the 3-on-3 fighting format after a brief foray into the 4-on-4 format in previous titles. The game features a power gauge system similar to The King of Fighters 97, allowing for the execution of special and super special moves. The amount of energy that can be accumulated increases with each team member, allowing for more complex strategies. A striking feature is Max Activation, a temporary state that increases the character's offensive and defensive strength, allowing for attack cancels and the use of special moves without consuming energy. By activating Max Mode, spending a bar, the player gains access to longer combos, advanced cancels, and SDMs. This system is an evolution of KOF 98, allowing for deeper strategies. Persona 4 Arena Ultimax is a 2D fighting game developed by Arc System Works and published by Atlus. It serves as a direct sequel to Persona 4 Arena and continues the story of the characters from Persona 3 and Persona 4. In March 2022, a remastered version, based on the 250 update from arcades, was released for the Nintendo Switch, bringing improvements and all previously released content, including the story from the first Persona 4 Arena. The game maintains the gameplay of traditional fighting games, with battles between two characters, each with their own special moves and persona abilities. The Ultimax version adds new mechanics, such as the S-Hold system, which allows charging attacks for more powerful effects, and the inclusion of shadow versions for many characters. These shadow versions have high-risk, high-reward fighting styles, focusing on abilities and less on normal attacks.
Show Minazuki, the culprit behind these shenanigans. Now that I've shown you the way here, it's time for a showdown with Sho.
Pocket Bravery is a 2D pixel art indie fighting game developed by the Brazilian company Statera Studio and published by PQB and Pixel Heart. The game is inspired by the chibi aesthetic of Super Gem Fighter Minimix and the fighting games of the Neo Geo Pocket Color, bringing a modern experience with a retro touch. Inspired by classics like the King of Fighters and Street Fighter, it features a combat system based on 4 main buttons: weak punch, weak kick, and strong kick, plus buttons for grabs and combo breakers. Each character has a unique I-core, an elemental energy that opens up new offensive and defensive possibilities. The game stands out for its accessibility features, including menu narration and an accessible controls mode, making the experience more inclusive.
O cãozinho aprendeu a latir.
The Rumblefish 2 is a 2D fighting game developed by Dimps and originally released for arcades in 2005. It is the sequel to The Rumblefish and gained popularity for its fluid visuals, powered by SMA, smooth model animation technology, charismatic characters, and strategic gameplay with a 2-bar system. The combo system is fluid, allowing weak attacks to be chained into stronger attacks, similar to games like Guilty Gear and Melty Blood. There is freedom to create creative combos, with options for wall bounces and juggling opponents in the air. Each character has a unique fighting style, with varied designs ranging from futuristic punks to eccentric figures, reinforcing the game's cyberpunk visual appeal. If you like fighting games with impressive visuals and strategic mechanics, the Rumblefish 2 is a great choice for your Nintendo Switch. So that was the video. If you can and want to contribute any amount, I will be extremely grateful. Each super thanks makes a huge difference and motivates me a lot. Plus, you will be mentioned in the next video. I'll leave it here, God be with you, and until next time.